Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and this is the hot mess of Hollywood. Let me take this moment to reintroduce myself. I am the Gothic Rose, hostess of the Dark Entertainment Network. This is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories and makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. I do this because I enjoy it. If you like this type of content, please follow along, because I'm not going to stop. Hello, dear fiends of the Den. We are back with another hot mess of Hollywood, and today we're talking about taking up space and time. That's right, the conspiracy theories surrounding the Blue Origin flight and Blake Lively being Time's most influential 100 people. Let's see who gets burned. Despite all the public backlash and everything that's going on, Blake Lively still managed to pull off some sort of a win, being recently named as one of Time's most 100 influential people of 2025. Now, of course, there's tons of debate. Some praising her philanthropic efforts and committed to addressing societal issues. And civil rights lawyer Sherilyn Efil highlighted Lively's curiosity and dedication to understanding the country's challenges. Was that before or after her plantation wedding, or before or after she admitted to dressing in blackface to stalk a boy? And before or after she used an African American man as a piece of furniture, thus degrading him in very many ways? I don't care if he was the model getting paid. When you have that much power and influence, people just do what you say. So, of course, the critics have questioned her influence, citing her ongoing legal battle with Justin Baldoni and allegations of PR-driven motives. Now, of course, Blake Lively expressed gratitude for the recognition, calling it a profound honor. And I said in my shorts, you can see it, that there is influence. She had enough influence to have people demonetized on TikTok and on YouTube and other social media platforms. She had enough influence through her ex-CIA agent to have people's accounts suppressed when they speak about her. Yeah, that's influence. But, the fact that she, as I said on Flossom Talk, bulldozed over the entire subject of domestic violence while making It Ends With Us into a flowery rom-com where she could, make herself the queen of rom-coms when it was supposed to be about a serious subject, it just burns me up, man. It lights my fire. So let me know what you think of that in the comments, because I had a great comment here on YouTube. The comment is from Perfume Therapy saying Time magazine named Mustache Man of the Year in 1938. Blake is just now Timu Mushroom Man. So this is not an online smear campaign. That comes from someone who is a subscriber, an active watcher of my videos, an active commenter, and just your everyday person who is speaking what they see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, you all know I love a good conspiracy theory, especially when it has to do with 2025 real time. We can see it. I have talked about the aliens in Las Vegas and Miami. I have talked about all of those things being real, being fake, whatever. But we haven't had a good space conspiracy theory since the moon landing. And seeing recent pictures of Mars and its night sky, which is just an amazing view, it makes me think why there really were no stars in those pictures of the moon landing that everyone's saying could not be faked, because so many people knew about it. But let's jump forward to 2025 now, to the Blue Origin all-female flight, including Katy Perry, Gayle King, Sánchez, Aisha Bowe, Amanda Nguyen and Kerianne Flynn. And what this is saying to me from AI here is this mission marked a significant milestone in space exploration and gender representation. Each crew member brought unique perspectives and contributions to the flight. Okay, well, Katy Perry brought a daisy and someone else brought a toy. And Gayle King looked like she was just questioning every life choice she had made up until then. Well, a lot of the other ladies looked really proud. But what I found strange was that some of the women, including Lauren Sánchez and Gayle King, had their flight suit unzipped to their cleavage. None of them wore gloves. It didn't look like they had any kind of protective boots on, and none of them wore any helmets. And when they got to the weightlessness, the edge of space for 3 minutes, that flower, that daisy that Katy Perry had should have wilted a bit, should have aged much more, because it's just different atmospheric pressure. I'm not a scientist, I'm not an astronaut, but I do know that that was very strange for it to come back so perfectly intact. I don't know. I found that weird. And then of course there's the footage of the capsule landing and Jeff Bezos running up to it and he face plants. And the capsule that landed looked slightly different from the capsule in which these women experienced weightlessness. The windows look a little more flat on Earth than it did in their weightlessness in space, and they looked a little bit longer and wider on Earth than it did in space. So it makes me wonder if they had pre-taped any of this space flight. They just experienced weightlessness. They put a green screen outside to look like Earth was there, and then they dropped them down in this different piece of a capsule from just high up. You heard them scream. That's why everyone's calling it a ride. It sounded like they were on a carnival ride. They didn't sound like they were expecting that or they were prepared for that. And that is another thing that seemed really weird. Plus, the door opening from the inside minutes before Jeff Bezos got there with the special tool to open it from the outside. Now, of course, everything I'm saying is alleged and comes from my brain that takes the news and conspiracies and makes babies in there, and it comes out my mouth. But this really does look strange. And go to my shorts. I have created a mix with the Daily Mail, and you can check out that footage for yourself and let me know what you think. So, as we know, there's backlash, and it's not just from people like me who think it was a waste, and maybe they didn't even go and actually hit the edge of space. This may have all been staged, allegedly. But with that, we don't even know what the cost was. We don't know who paid what, if it was a free flight, if Amazon and Jeff Bezos covered it himself, if he did this flight to try and look good because Elon Musk has, Trump's ear all the time. Well, he might be out on his way out. Who knows? But SpaceX is taking over, right? SpaceX is literally taking over government contracts while Blue Origin is being left in the dust, even though both of those men, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, were at Trump's inauguration. So I think that he was trying to do something that he thought was going to be so like like forward, futuristic. I don't know, but it's just not sitting well with a lot of people. So Emily Ratajkowski criticized the mission, calling it end time stuff and questioning the environmental impact and resources spent. Same. Olivia Munn labeled the flight as gluttonous and questioned its purpose, suggesting there are more pressing issues on Earth. Yes, there are, like the wildfires in LA and Pacific Palisades, and also the fact that the people of Maui still don't have a lot back after the fires last year. But of course, Khloe Kardashian expressed admiration for the mission, saying it was enticing and left her emotional after witnessing the launch. Wait a minute. Khloe Kardashian expressed admiration for the mission, saying it was enticing and it left her emotional. after witnessing the launch. Enticing? I don't think Khloe Kardashian knows words and what they mean. And then, of course, Oprah Winfrey, who showed up to fake cry, it looked like to me, said she was deeply moved, describing Gayle King's participation as one of the most extraordinary moments of their friendship. To which Gayle King responded to everyone saying, "Have you all gone to space?" and all of that. And she defended the mission, emphasizing its significance in inspiring women and young girls, and expressed disappointment at the backlash and urged critics to understand the broader impact of space exploration. But you didn't explore anything. You didn't explore anything. You didn't get out of the rocket until you got back to Earth, allegedly. And then Lauren Sánchez passionately responds to criticisms, inviting detractors to visit Blue Origin and witness the dedication of its employees. And she highlighted the mission's role in empowering women and advancing space exploration. But again, you're not a scientist. You didn't do anything. You didn't come back with samples of anything. And then, of course, Katy Perry emphasized how the journey revealed the depth of love within her and the importance of appreciating Earth's beauty. And she said it was this transformative experience and that she felt connected to love. And this is where she brought the daisy on the flight and allegedly saying, "What a wonderful world," during the mission. And I don't know, she called this an experience second to being a mom. I mean, okay, I guess you could say that because it's not an experience that many people get. So if being a mom is a wonderful experience, yeah, I guess. I said if being a mom, I'm not a mom, that's why. I'm sure it is. But it's just, I don't know. It seemed wasteful. It seemed weird. And the whole thing seemed really staged. But I don't know. If I wouldn't be on the side of this conspiracy theory if I did not see that capsule door open before Jeff Bezos opened it. That's it. The rest of it could probably just, I don't know, maybe they don't need gloves or protective helmets to go to the edge of space because you're still within Earth's atmosphere, technically. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And if you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell. And thank you for joining me in the den.